So keep an eye on 5, 6 and 7. Clay, Moochie and Bean. Another great start from Liz Clay. She's first to hurdle. Taddy on the outside running well. Here comes Bean though. She's into her stride. It's Clay and Bean going hurdle for hurdle. Moochie back into third. Who's going to take line on us here? Clay over the last hurdle first, and she's going to take the win there. 13-17. It goes Clay, Bean, Moochie, 1, 2, 3.
13-17. The wind wasn't favourable on this occasion.
So she got a blinding start, didn't she, in Liz Clay?
This domestic series.
So she really sort of set it up, and she's now cemented herself as probably the favourite for this women's 100 hurdles leading into the rest of the summer and also nationals. Obviously, Bean went stride for stride through the majority of that race. It wasn't really till the last couple. Clay just sort of got away from her a little bit. Celeste really wasn't there from start to finish. She didn't have the start, and obviously if you're out of it at the start, it's hard to sort of come back from that. And Liz is pretty happy with that.
You know, a little bit. Like, I haven't really raced anyone except Celeste all season, so I just wanted to come out and execute, get the win. The conditions weren't great, so you can't ask for much with the time, but it was good anyway.
Catching her after that, and she sort of held that gap the whole way down. The others weren't really sort of coming towards her, and she wasn't really running away from them, so it was all set up in the first 50.
Medalist over 800 metres for the National Championships from New South Wales, Anna Lehman. This is your field for the women's.
The win for the New South Wales athlete. Spent a bit of time at Stanford. World under 20 rep back in. Yeah, 6 opportunities.
In lane 2, the New Zealand champion, Catherine Kemp. In lane 3, Japanese Championship finalist last year, Arena Hosoi. In lane 4, took out the Australian junior title in 2019, as well as second place.
Try and keep an eye on what they move it up to. And that wind, that heavy headwind still sticking around negative 1.1. I'll wait and see that official time.
Wow. Wow. What an upset that one was. I probably wouldn't have figured her in the top 2 or 3, and she's come out on...
Not when you haven't raced in over a year, but obviously been grinding at training.
And that's a superb time with these conditions and over Owusu.
So 23.28, a PB, and into a minus 1.3 on a soaking wet track. And she hasn't raced since the 10th of February, 2019. Outstanding. That is absolutely out. And it was basically from the gun.
Yeah.
And the thing is with the 200, especially when you're just starting your season, the more you do it, the stronger you are. So the next race.
I don't know what else to say, but wow, you haven't raced for a year, Jacinta, you've just dropped a personal best on a wet track into a negative headwind. It was 23.28, I think the boys said. Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that. I've had a long year off doing a lot of rehab, and it's good to just be back racing with everyone and out here having fun.
Cowie in 2 from New Zealand, Mackenzie Jeffries in 3. She's won a million national titles from the ACT. Lauren Bowden in 4. She was 16th at Doha in this event. From New South Wales, Sarah Carley in 5. The Oceania champion, she was also in Doha from New South Wales, Sarah Klein.
At last year's National Junior Championships from New South Wales, Brodie Mate. In lane 8, the Queensland champion, Natalie Otway. This is your field for the women's 400-metre hurdles.
Portia Bing, and I guess she only wanted to, she wasn't going to settle for anything but the top, so you got to look both ways when you cross the road. Can't really.
No, it was an interesting
just jump off.
She knocked the hurdle. Oh, got so close to walking in front of one of the other competitors.
55.98.
Strong finish by Carly. Sort of just left a little bit too much through that first 200. And Bowden.
Yet again, another season. You seem to do this season after season.
Come out and you are in great shape. Well done, you've started this season off brilliantly. It's an Olympic year. We thought maybe you were going to retire a couple of years ago, but you didn't, and we are so glad that you're still here. That was a fantastic run.
Yeah, thank you. It's always nice to get a win here on my home track. And it's not the most ideal conditions, but thanks to everyone for coming out and supporting. It really does mean a lot to the athletes that are here. I'm proving to be the queen of consistency, so 3 runs so far this season within a tenth or two of each other. So back into a bit of work now and prep for Brisbane, prep for Nationals, and hopefully I can replicate what I did last Nationals.
A big battle down the home straight. It's Australia versus New Zealand. Who's going to take it out? New Zealand just in front. And on the dip. I think New Zealand got us.
Rosie Elliott.
Wow. Rosie Elliott, she did have a great 200 in the B200.
That was an impressive run by the New Zealanders.
Just cleaner changes, I think.
Yeah.
Masters seemed to get just a little bit too close